This is SEO. The wisdom, the knowledge, the skill, the experience that you're going to acquire is something that communities of color have rarely, if ever, had in history.
What SEO has always been about is helping individuals meet existing standards. Not changing the standards, but helping people get the preparation they need so that they can compete, and that's really across our programs.
This is not your average summer job. You need a coach, a trainer, a friend, and that's where SEO comes in.
Those relationships you build just in that short week, it's really a network you can leverage in the future.
The SEO training allowed me to succeed above and beyond expectations.
Any SEO intern that's come in has been incredibly prepared.
The professionals at the firm gave some of the more advanced work to the SEO career interns because they were ready.
SEO provides hope for students like me that might have grown in an environment in which this was not a real opportunity for them. It's truly inspiring.
Let's dive right into the latest on the coronavirus pandemic.
By tonight, New York State's 19 million residents will be under a stay-at-home order.
We wouldn't let a pandemic stop us. We have been around for over 40 years, coaching and training students to be successful in their internships. We pivoted from a one-week in-person summit to a 2-week virtual summit.
To succeed, you need resources, you need the grit, and you need the resilience. We're giving you the resources, and we're asking you to put grit and resilience.
The remote career experience, whether it be career coaching calls, industry specialist calls, technical preparation, behavioral preparation, was really top-notch.
The SEO career experience, even though it was virtual, was still rigorous. It was still very personal.
All of you are just starting out your success journey.
SEO Law Fellowship Program introduces you to smart, talented, driven, ambitious law students even before they go to law school.
We are able to find young people that the law firms cannot find.
The SEO Law Institute was an invaluable experience to understand the types of challenges that I was going to face in law school and the types of challenges I was going to face at a corporate law firm.
Typically, law firm jobs are very hard to get. But out of every single firm that I applied to, I heard back for interviews for all of them. What made that happen for me was SEO.
One thing that I take pride in when I see SEO law fellows at my firm is they typically work at the same level as our summer associates who have spent 2 years in law school.
When the pandemic hit, we were able to transition seamlessly, allowing us to bring together fellows across 4 different time zones.
When I got to law school, I had seen a lot of the things that we were talking about. It allowed me to go in with a confidence and with a knowledge that because I've succeeded in the program, I can succeed in law school.
We even launched a new program this year called Catalyst, which supports students applying to law school.
Having Catalyst in a year like 2020, in a year with such uncertainty, I now believe that anybody can go through this process and be successful.
The SEO Alternative Investment Fellowship Program provides the building blocks necessary to develop into a successful private equity investor. The program sharpens your modeling, the ability to quickly process information in case studies, and I think most importantly, gets you in the room with successful investment professionals.
The SEO Alternative Investments Conference has educational panels, networking sessions, as well as recruiting firms that come in and get to talk about what it takes to be successful in this industry.
When you bring people from the SEO program into your firm, you're getting the best of the best. The training, the enthusiasm, the in-depth knowledge of the industry, you really have a competitive advantage.
When the pandemic hit, we were able to pivot to virtual trainings without losing the impact of our programming.
How are successful hedge fund managers positioning their portfolios in 2021?
If anything, we've been able to host more trainings and workshops, since bringing people together more often became easier.
The remote fellowship experience was phenomenal, and the breadth of experiences that fellows got to participate in was a unique opportunity to start thinking like investors.
SEO developed the Leadership Institute to support the professional development of alumni and help them to take action on the issues that disproportionately affect communities of color.
I can give you advice all day long, but you have to have the courage to execute.
SEO launched its Leadership Institute during the pandemic, and this was an opportunity. Having events virtually allowed us to reach alumni where they work and live.
It is an exciting thing that an organization in its 6th decade is continuing to innovate.
SEO presents an opportunity to have access to a world that seemed far out of reach.
This summer completely changed my idea of my career. It changed my life.
SEO does show us that corporate America is not out of reach for people like myself who come from humble backgrounds, that we can be in these spaces and that we deserve to be here ultimately.
The world we live in today is a world where the most important thing you can bring is human talent. And SEO attracts and brings new talent, new minds, new thinking to any organization with which it partners.